Everyone selling Barndominiums will tell you they're cheaper, faster, and better than traditional homes. Some of that's true, some of it's a lie. And the parts they leave out, those are the ones that'll cost you. Today, we're covering the pros and cons nobody talks about until after you've already signed contracts. Welcome to Prefab Pathfinders. If this helps, subscribe. Let's get honest. Here's what's coming. 3 pros that are actually bigger advantages than most people realize, 3 cons that builders conveniently forget to mention, and 1 reality about Barndominiums that sits somewhere between pro and con, but you need to understand it before you commit. Stay till the end. That last one changes how you should approach financing. Pro number 1, speed isn't just about time. Everyone says Barndominiums build faster, 6 to 8 months versus 12 to 18 for traditional. True, but here's what they don't explain. Speed isn't just about moving in sooner, it's about money. Every month you're not in your house, you're paying rent or a mortgage somewhere else. Traditional build taking 14 months, that's 14 months of double housing costs. Barndominium done in 7 months, you just saved 7 months of rent. At $1,500 per month, that's $10,500 saved, not from the build cost, from not paying to live somewhere else while you wait. But here's the part nobody mentions. That speed only happens if your contractor actually specializes in metal buildings. Hire a traditional home builder who's willing to try a Barndominium, you lose the speed advantage. They're learning on your dime, your timeline stretches. You're back to 12 months. The speed is real, but only if you hire people who know what they're doing. Vet your builder. Ask how many Barndominiums they've completed. Ask for references. Ask for timelines on previous projects. Speed is a pro, but it's conditional.
Maintenance savings are massive. Here's a pro that's massively undersold. Barndominiums require almost no exterior maintenance. Metal siding doesn't rot, doesn't need painting, doesn't attract termites. Traditional wood siding, repaint every 7 to 10 years, $8,000 to $15,000 each time. Over 30 years, that's $24,000 to $45,000 in maintenance you'll never spend on a Barndominium. Metal roofs last 50+ years. Asphalt shingle roofs replace every 15 to 20 years. Cost per replacement, $12,000 to $25,000. Over 30 years, you're replacing that roof twice, another $24,000 to $50,000 saved. Added up, a Barndominium saves you $50,000 to $95,000 in exterior maintenance over 3 decades. That's not small. That's a car. That's a kid's college fund. But here's what they don't tell you. The interior maintenance is the same as any other home. HVAC still needs service, plumbing still leaks, appliances still break. You're saving on the outside, not the inside. People hear low maintenance and think the whole house is bulletproof. It's not. It's just the exterior that's low maintenance. Budget for interior upkeep like you would any home. Layout flexibility is unmatched. Here's a pro most people underestimate. Barndominiums have no interior load-bearing walls. The steel frame carries the entire load. The interior walls are just partitions. That means you can configure the layout however you want. Want to move a wall 5 years from now? Do it. No structural engineer required. Want to open up 2 rooms into one massive space? Go ahead. Traditional homes, you're cutting into load-bearing walls. That's expensive, requires permits, requires engineering. Barndominiums give you lifelong flexibility. Your needs change, kids move out, you start a business from home, you need a home gym, you reconfigure, no drama. But here's the catch nobody mentions. Just because you can move walls doesn't mean the utilities move easily. Plumbing is fixed, HVAC ducts are fixed. Electrical can be rerouted, but it costs money. So yes, you have layout flexibility, but it's not infinite. Plan your initial layout carefully. Don't assume you'll just fix it later. Flexibility is real, but it's not free. So those are the 3 biggest advantages that actually deliver real value. Faster move-in with real cash savings, massive long-term maintenance reductions, and incredible layout flexibility you'll enjoy for decades. But before you get too excited and start sketching floor plans, you need to hear the other side, because builders and YouTube hype videos love to gloss over the downsides that can bite you if you're not prepared.
Here are the 3 cons they conveniently forget to mention. Con number 1. Financing is harder than they admit. Here's what the YouTube videos won't tell you. Getting a construction loan for a barndominium is harder than getting one for a traditional home. Not impossible, harder. Many big national lenders won't touch them. They see metal building and say no. You'll end up with regional banks, credit unions, or specialty lenders. Interest rates? Expect 0.5 to 1.5% higher than conventional construction loans. Down payment? 15 to 25% instead of 10%. And here's the kicker. Some lenders will only finance barndominiums if they look residential from the outside. That means you can't do the full industrial aesthetic. You need to add stone, wood, or lap siding to the front facade. That costs $8,000 to $15,000 you didn't plan for, or you pay cash, which most people can't. The financing issue is real, and nobody talks about it until you're sitting in a lender's office getting rejected. Research lenders before you fall in love with a floor plan. Call 3 or 4 banks, ask directly, do you finance barndominiums? If they hesitate or say, we'll have to see, that's a no. Find the lender first, then design the build.
Let's talk resale. Barndominiums have a smaller buyer pool than traditional homes. Not everyone wants to live in a metal building, even a nice one. Some people see barndominium and think barn, not home. That limits your market when you sell. In a hot market, that's fine. You'll still get offers. In a slow market, your listing sits longer. You might have to drop the price to attract the few buyers who are interested. Appraisals can be tricky too. If there aren't comparable barndominium sales in your area, appraisers struggle to assign value. They default to cost per square foot of traditional homes, which undervalues your property because your build cost was lower. You build for $180 per square foot. Comparable traditional homes are $220 per square foot. Appraiser says your home is worth $180 per square foot. You just lost equity on paper. This doesn't happen everywhere, but it happens enough to matter. If resale flexibility is critical, factor this in. Barndominiums work best if you're planning to stay long-term, 10+ years. If you might need to sell in 3 to 5 years, think twice. Here's the con that surprises people most. Metal buildings are loud and temperature sensitive unless you insulate them properly. Rain on a metal roof? Sounds like you're inside a drum. Hailstorm? Forget having a conversation. Summer heat? Metal exterior turns your home into an oven without proper insulation. Winter cold? Same problem in reverse. The fix is spray foam insulation. Closed cell, applied directly to the interior of the metal shell. Cost? $8,000 to $18,000, depending on building size. Do it right, and your barndominium is as quiet and temperature stable as any traditional home. Skip it or go cheap with fiberglass bats, you'll regret it. And here's what builders don't tell you. Spray foam is often not included in base quotes. They quote the shell, the structure, the exterior. Insulation is an add-on. You think you're getting a turnkey price, then you find out insulation is extra. Always ask, does this price include spray foam insulation? If they say no, add $10,000 to $18,000 to the quote. Sound and temperature control are solvable, but they cost money. Budget for it up front.
The in-between reality. Barndominiums aren't actually cheap. Here's the thing nobody wants to say. Barndominiums aren't cheap. They're cheaper than traditional custom builds, but they're not budget housing. A finished, livable barndominium costs $150 to $220 per square foot in 2026. A 2,000 square foot barndominium, $300,000 to $440,000 turnkey. Is that less than a comparable stick-built custom home? Yes, by 10 to 25% depending on market. But it's not the $80,000 dream people see on Instagram. Those $80,000 builds, they're shells or owner-builder projects where someone did 60% of the labor themselves. If you're hiring out, expecting turnkey, and want it livable, you're paying 6 figures minimum. The value isn't in being cheap, it's in getting more for less. More square footage, better durability, faster timeline, and lower long-term maintenance, but you're still spending real money. Go into this with realistic expectations.
If your budget is $150,000, you're looking at 1,000 to 1,200 square feet finished, not 2,500. If you want 2,500 square feet, your budget needs to be $280,000 to $400,000. Barndominiums are a better value, not a magic cheap solution. Barndominiums have real pros: speed with actual cash savings, massive maintenance reductions, and unmatched layout flexibility. They also have real cons: harder financing, a smaller resale market, and the extra effort and cost for proper insulation. And they're not cheap. They're just cheaper than traditional for what you get. If you go in knowing all of this, you'll make a smart decision. If you go in thinking they're a budget hack, you'll be disappointed. Do your research, vet your builder, verify your lender, budget realistically, and you'll end up with a home that works. Subscribe for honest breakdowns every week. Comment what surprised you most. See you next time.